Hey, what's going on, guys? Destructinator here, and today what I have for you guys is another Black Ops 3 video. This time though, it's something a little bit different. It is the beginning of a new series that I kind of want to start on my channel, which is the team challenges. So as you guys might know, if you're familiar with Carnage or any of sort of the bigger pub stomping clans, team challenges is basically something where we'll all go for a challenge together. So in this case, it's me and a bunch of other Carnage members. So for example, in this gameplay, I was actually playing with Carnage, Swifty, Apollo, Chuck, Endy, and Devault. So we were all in there going for this team challenge. And now the way we've been doing it on Carnage for a long time, I think we're on episode 6 or so in Black Ops 3, is we'll basically come up with a team challenge like win TDM 100-0, or everyone on your team gets a nuclear, or something crazy like that. And then we'll go for that and then upload it together with everyone's sort of perspective, the best parts of it highlighted and all that, so you guys can see the full game. They're usually like 10-minute videos to make sure everyone can see everything. And I've been participating in a couple of them relatively recently here, so I thought that you guys would also enjoy these as much as the people on Carnage seem to enjoy them, and I thought I could sort of switch it up. You guys can get a little sneak peek at what Carnage is going to be doing in the next couple weeks. So what you guys are watching right now is actually the stationary TDM challenge. So basically what we did is we went into a TDM game, we spawned in, and we sat there. We weren't allowed to move our left thumbstick at all. You will see us jumping around quite a bit and sort of jumping up and down. I do think some people move a little bit, but that's because they were jumping up and a teammate spawned under them, and then when they landed on them and sort of slid to the side. But basically the whole premise of this challenge was to just not move and win a TDM, and we do actually end up winning the TDM with 100 kills, not just sort of getting ahead and waiting the time run out. So it's a pretty awesome team challenge, and we've done some even crazier stuff on Carnage. If you guys saw recently, we actually uploaded a fist only TDM win, which I was also a part of, and we've done some insane stuff like a 200-0 domination and things like that. The reason I'm telling you guys all this, and it's sort of what I was saying before, is because I think these are really entertaining. You know, going for them can be a little bit excruciating sometimes, especially the really hard ones, but at the end of the day, they are pretty fun, and it's a good excuse to sort of play with a bunch of Carnage members and just sort of all be working towards one goal together. Contrary to popular belief, maybe you guys might not realize this, but as Carnage members, we don't play with each other that often. You know, we'll play like maybe 2 or 3 of us in a party, but never as a full 6 Carnage man. So the team challenges are a nice way to get to talk to some people and play with some people that I wouldn't normally be playing with. But either way, leave a comment down below if you guys would like to see these gameplays from me. If you don't, that's also perfectly fine. I just thought you guys might definitely like it because it seems to do very well on Carnage, and it's a very viewer interactive series. And what I mean by that is that the viewers say a very large role in sort of what actually goes up, and I do try to do this in all my videos, but this is one of the ones where it is completely viewer controlled. Every team challenge that we've done or that we will do is a suggestion from the comment section of the previous team challenge, and oftentimes if Apollo doesn't forget while he's editing the video, we will actually put those comments in the little video so you guys can see who suggested it, how many thumbs up it got, and things like that. So if you guys are totally on board with this idea already and like to see this kind of stuff, leave a comment down below letting me know. I do need everyone to comment on this so I can get a good feel for whether you guys like it or not. And if you guys want to, you can also comment down below a team challenge you would want me to go for. Like I said, if I end up picking one, that comment will be featured in that video of the team challenge. And just like it is on Carnage, on my channel, I would probably do it as a weekly thing, probably upload it every Sunday like I am right now. So you guys get a whole week of awesome uploads and gameplays from me, and then Sunday you get to cap it off with something cool, something a little bit interesting that requires a little bit more tact and things like that than just a straight gameplay. So the other thing I want to ask you guys about is how you want me to go about uploading these videos, because like I was saying, on Carnage, what Apollo does is he takes everyone's perspective, so there's like the 6 of us, and he'll get all our perspectives, and then after a while he'll put them all into Vegas and start editing them together, make sure they're all lined up, and make sure that you get the most entertaining parts from every person's gameplay. The thing is, since this is my personal channel and I'm not so sure how it would work if I was going to get everyone's perspective, I might be able to. If you guys would prefer that, definitely leave a comment, but that's probably not going to happen. So essentially what you guys are watching is the team challenge, but only from my perspective, which granted is usually pretty entertaining. I tend to get a lot of kills when we do these team challenges because I don't know, it just sort of happens, but I don't do that bad, so you guys will see some action anyway. But the problem with that is then that there are some parts of the gameplay which are pretty boring, you know, maybe just me standing there just waiting for someone to come, especially like the stationary TDM one. There's a good, you know, minute or two every here and there where I just don't get a kill, don't see anybody, you know, things like that. So what I'm asking you guys is, do you want to see the sort of full unedited raw gameplay just from my perspective, regardless of how boring or unentertaining some parts of it might be? Or would you guys prefer I sort of cut it up and take the highlights from my gameplay, for example, and then just put that together? I'm a fan of doing the highlights personally. The only problem is that then it might be a little bit sketchy if it's sort of something like this where we're supposed to be not moving the entire time. If I only show the highlights, then some people might think that I'm actually, you know, moving in between and I'm cutting out the parts where I'm cheating or things like that, which I'm sure you guys know I wouldn't do. You know, it sort of defeats the purpose of a team challenge if you're going to go about it like that, but I still think it sort of makes it very clear that it is not cheating and we're doing the actual challenge if I have the whole thing. Again, that being said, you know, 10-minute videos are pretty long, and these TDMs tend to last the full 10 minutes, if not even longer for some of the domination or other game mode ones. So I really do need your guys' opinion, what you would prefer to see. Do you want me to just cut up the interesting parts or sort of just leave the whole thing and commentate over it? Either one I can do, you know, it's up to you guys what you would prefer to see. Again, also, like I said, I can try to sort of get other people's perspectives in, and that might be a little bit more difficult, but it shouldn't be too hard. I'm just not willing to bet that I will be able to do that, both that the people will send it and that Apollo will let me. So like I said, guys, I do want every single person watching this video to leave a comment down below letting me know two things. One is what team challenges you guys want to see, and two is how you want me to present them. So now that all that logistic stuff is out of the way for the rest of the series, let's just talk about the one we got in front of us right here, the stationary TDM win. So just like the name sounds, and just like I said before, we just didn't move our left thumbstick during this entire thing. We were allowed to jump around and things like that. You know, obviously you can tilt your screen so you can aim at people, but just no moving. I ended up getting like around 15 kills, I believe, so I did pretty well, and I also did a nice little kill at the end that you guys will see. It's pretty awesome for the final kill cam, and we were just able to pull out the actual 100 kills. Whenever we go for these challenges, Apollo really makes a sort of an effort to actually get the 100 kills as opposed to just winning by time or something like that. Obviously, for some of the harder ones, we did just sort of leave it to time and like, okay, if we win 70-60 but the time runs out, that's perfectly fine. But for one like a TDM stationary where we thought we could actually get 100 kills just by standing there, especially on a smaller map like Combine, we wanted to go for the 100, which made it a little bit more difficult, but it wasn't too hard. That being said, it definitely wasn't that easy. I'd put it on the harder end of the sort of spectrum of team challenges we've gone through so far, because it was a little bit difficult to get the 100 kills. You know, you'd be surprised how little people come to you when you're just shooting. I'm probably gonna cut this gameplay down a little bit, like I said, so you guys might not see it, but there was a very large part of the gameplay where we're all just shooting in the air, waiting for the enemies to come, and they just refuse to come around corners. It's kind of interesting, especially in TDM, to see how sort of newbie and new some players are at the game and how unwilling they are to like challenge someone just shooting in the air and things like that. So that did make it a little hard. But ultimately, like I said, it didn't take too many tries. The hardest part was actually getting the full 100 kills, which with my epic kill at the end, I almost cost us, but didn't. So that is just about it for this whole team challenge. I'll leave the rest of the video. You guys can sort of check it out. Make sure to leave a comment again, letting me know what you guys want to see from these. Do you really want to see them? Do you not really want to see them? How should I cut them up? All the good things like that. And make sure to comment as well what you guys want to see in a team challenge. You know, even if it doesn't go up on my channel, it's very likely that if it's a good suggestion, it will go up on Carnage. So that would be pretty cool. Leave a like as well for the first episode of the team challenge series I'm going to be starting on my channel. Let's see if we can hit, I don't know, like 100 or so. That would be awesome. My name is Destructinator, and I'll see you guys later.